You're probably used to thinking about reason. It's a big part of thought, after all. You probably know that asking why is asking for a reason, and whatever follows because is a thing that claims to be a reason. But what exactly is reason? What does being rational mean? And how does it relate to your everyday life? Let's explore reason to find out more. Reason just means things that achieve goals. If you have a goal of baking a cake, for example, you have reason to turn the oven on. That's because the oven being on will help you achieve your goal of baking a cake. Being rational just means the behavior of following reasons. If your goal is to bake a cake, it's rational to turn the oven on. It would be irrational to smash the oven to pieces so that it will never work again. That would stop you from achieving your goal. There are two types of goal: instrumental goals and terminal goals. Instrumental goals are goals that help you to achieve other goals. So, for example, if your goal were to bake a cake, you might have an instrumental goal of finding a good recipe. Instrumental goals can be instrumental to other instrumental goals. There's no theoretical limit to how many layers of instrumental goals that you can have. Terminal goals are goals that aren't instrumental to any other goal. They're the goals that all of a person's instrumental goals are instrumental to. Any person can ultimately only have one truly terminal goal. That's because it's not possible for a person to have different terminal goals that might conflict, and different goals that can't conflict can always be reduced into one complex goal. Your terminal goal is probably something like leading a long and happy life. The goal of baking a cake, for example, might have been instrumental to this because eating cake makes you happy. Sometimes it's hard to follow reasons. Sometimes it's easier to do something that we know will make things worse in the end than the thing that we know will help us to achieve our goals. You might play a video game, for instance, instead of studying for an important exam, because studying is hard and the game is fun. We've all done something like that at some point in our lives. In that case, you'd be trading off a short-term benefit for a bigger long-term cost. You wouldn't be failing to follow reason entirely. You have reason to do something that you enjoy doing right now rather than something that you don't enjoy doing. You'd still be trying to live a happier life. You'd just be doing a worse job of it in the long term than you could if you tried harder. So, if you play video games instead of studying for an important exam, you're not being totally irrational. You're just being less successful at being rational than you could be. If you were being totally irrational, not following reason at all, you'd be doing something that you didn't enjoy doing and that didn't help you pass the exam, like standing in the middle of a field in the rain and pouring custard over your head. Some instrumental goals are convergent. That means that they're instrumental to a very large number of other goals. For example, having lots of money is a convergent instrumental goal. Whatever your goal is, having lots of money will probably make it easier to achieve that goal. If you want to sail around the world, for example, you can buy a boat and pay people to help you. If you want to be a musician, you can spend all your time playing music instead of working to earn money, and so on. Another convergent instrumental goal is knowing the truth. It's harder to achieve your goals if you believe things that aren't true or don't know things that are true. And another is being good at critical thinking. In other words, being able to work out what you really do have reason to do or believe. Check out our other videos in this series to learn more about critical thinking and how to be good at it. So a reason is something that achieves your goals, and being rational means following reason. So don't take any notice of people who try to tell you to be less rational. They're just trying to stop you from achieving your goals. If you liked this video, Check out our other videos on critical thinking and liberal values. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.